Well, gentlemen, you guys have officially voted. And this tub of lard you see before you is the one and only Fatty Lumpkins. As you can see, he is incredibly fat. Wearing incredibly large things just literally for the sake of being ridiculously heavy. And for anyone curious, here is the Fatty. Now what I want you to take most notice of here is that right now, he is a Sunbro. Not only a Sunbro, a ranked up Sunbro. We'll get more into that later. But for right now, I got shit to do. And it involves gratuitous amounts of murder. Gratuitous amounts of murder. Now this is going to be a stark contrast to Derp Souls Season 1, because instead of the completely blind playthrough where I have no idea what's going on, I know exactly what I'm doing. We're gonna kill that motherfucker in there and get his Titanite slab. We're gonna go to the painted world of Ariamis or Ariamis or what the fuck ever. We are going to get basically everything in this entire game, because I pretty much know everything there is to know about Dark Souls at this point. Like, pretty much literally all of it. All of it. I kind of abused this guy with a Great Lightning Spear for, like, absolutely no fucking reason. And, okay, well, just kidding. I learned something today. Apparently, sitting in a pool of water somehow makes you immune to lightning. That is some interesting physics you've taught me there, Dark Souls. So if I'm ever caught in shallow water in a lightning storm, all I need to do is sit the fuck down, and I will be fine. Stand up. Stand up, you fucking minion. Didn't protect you from that, did it? Alrighty. So Fatty Lumpkin, equipped in all of his glorious smos with his giant shield for no fucking reason, and his divine claymore plus, I believe, 10, but I'm not 100% sure, is a force to be reckoned with. A ridiculously large force to be reckoned with. Now we are going to go have a fat off against the Asylum Demon. Now if you don't know what I mean by a fat off, I mean we are gonna have an old-fashioned motherfucking fat off. Who is larger, bitch? Probably you, but we're gonna fight. I sure as fuck can't roll. Fight me! Combat! Straight up combat! Iron Flesh is in no way overpowered, in case anyone was curious. Give me your hammer. Now, when Fatty Lumpkin needs to be fat, he can be fucking fat. He can be the fattest motherfucker on the block. I'm pretty sure I still have to go through all of this crap, though, because I have to actually, like, unlock all the doors and shit. So let's go do all that stuff. What are you even doing with your life, bro? I don't even care. I'm gonna run through your arrows. I'm gonna make no attempt to avoid your arrows, because they are pitiful, and you are pitiful. I'm not even gonna backstab you, because I don't fucking care. Maybe I should have, just for sake of time. But fuck everything is the point of the program. This is not the room I thought it was. I was one room behind. I thought I was in the next area. Boulder coming down. Talk to this motherfucker who you guys were so gracious to point out last time I should really not kill. No. And since I actually plan on coming back, we're not going to. He can live. I'm gonna give this guy a freebie. Hit me. My turn. Hit me again. Oh, almost, but not quite. You're dead. I am large. And apparently lifted by doors. Who else wants some of this shit? Don't even come at me! Ah, boom, headshot. Well played, sir. Can you do it again? Can you do it again? Because you got about 3 seconds to replicate those results. 2, 1. Fatty Lumpkin. Such a huge bitch. Come on. Take your freebie. Not even gonna have a shield out. My turn. I actually did a pretty reasonable amount of damage. I'll give you credit for that one. You almost got me. You almost got me. You know what? I am proud of you, random little hollow guy. You came closer than anyone else has to actually killing the Fatty Lumpkin. Alright. In all seriousness, this is New Game Plus. If you've probably noticed by now, I am very large, have retarded amounts of armor, and these people are still hitting me for like a third of my health. Because New Game Plus. It is a big difference. For those of you who haven't played Dark Souls, the enemies are monumentally more powerful than they were in the first run through. The difficulty curve just continues on up from the end of the first playthrough, so I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna be able to beat this, but we're gonna fucking try.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated
that you're a bitch and no one cares. Oh, Lordran. Another thing, you guys give me your feedback on this. I'm not sure whether or not you're gonna like it. As we fly into Lordran on our way in from the Undead Asylum, Dark Souls has got an incredibly rich and vivid backstory that the game for some reason refuses to tell you any of. So before we start off, I defeated a Gravelord servant. God, I am so fucking awesome. He must have just cowered in fear and ran for his life from the pillar of man flesh you see in front of you. The undead are corralled in the north and led to the Undead Asylum. The game's prologue tells us this, but it doesn't explain why. Who's bringing undead to the Undead Asylum, and why are they keeping them there? You know who? Your supposed good guys. You know Rhea, you know Petrus of Thorland, you're familiar with the Way of the White, the righteous paladin covenant in Dark Souls. Well, these righteous paladins from Thorland, not so righteous as you may think. Thorland is a complete theocracy. They're run by their religion, and their religion is literally Gwyn. Gwyn is their god. Gwyn actually means white. The Way of the White is literally the Way of Gwyn. Gwyn seeks to keep the bonfires kindled, to keep the bonfires lit, and to keep the undead out of humanity. The Way of the White, supposedly, are the ones keeping the undead locked away in this prison for eternity, just to rot in their cells. How righteous is that? It's not. It's not, because fuck the Way of the White. Now, I guess the next question is, what about the two giant demons? They're clearly related to the demon Fire Sage in some way. They're the same type of demon, but why are they at the surface? Are they working with the Way of the White? Not necessarily. I don't think the Way of the White control the asylum, per se. They just lock the undead away and leave them at the mercy of the asylum demons. They don't directly interact with the asylum, they don't keep the undead in there, and this is purely my speculation. They just throw them in, run for their lives, and leave them to the giant demons to rot. So, this fortune, this prophecy of an undead leaving the asylum in pilgrimage to overthrow Lord Gwyn, to overthrow the Way of the White. Think about the ending of Derp Souls 1, linking the fire, renewing the kindling, bringing light back to the land. Was that really the good ending? But seriously, tell me what you think about those lore moments. If you want them to stay, they will stay. If you want them gone, they will be gone. They're never going to be terribly long. They're just going to give you some interesting insight into the world. Hello, Crestfallen. How was your day?
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival.
Kind of.
Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right?
Yeah, again.
Well, you're not the first.
No, that was
But
Squiddish.
there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now.
Sir, I dislike you. We're going to do battle.
Since you're here,
Battle!
I'll help you. Now, see you right.
Fight me! Oh, ho, ho, he thinks he's quick. Good effort on the parry, sir, but you suck. Nobody likes you. I think I've done me a favor. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Give me the stuff. Humanity. Speaking of humanity, Fatty Lumpkin has quite a few. And I intend to remain human for 100% of this playthrough. That means more PvP, more stupidity, and more combat. However, I am not going to be summoning anybody but NPCs. Just NPCs. I'm not going to summon any players to help me out with anything because I'm motherfucking Fatty Lumpkin. I don't need no charity. Do what I want. Petrus, let us have words.
Hello there.
You're a dick, you're a dick, you're a dick. Give me a penny. Thanks, asshole. Offer to teach me miracles I already know.
Very well.
Actually, no, you can
That
suck
is a
my
shame.
dick. I forgot I have to join your covenant to do that. You assholes in your undead asylum I just broke out of. Fuck you! I'm a Sunbro! Speaking of Sunbro, here is the later where I said I was going to talk about that. Right now, Fatty Lumpkin is a Sunbro. I am a minion of Solaire, an acolyte of the true bro of bros himself. And as such, as I go into each area, before I go clear the area on my own, I'm going to lay down my own summon sign. Go in as a disciple of Solaire and help some poor soul in jolly cooperation to fend off any invaders and defeat the area boss. I'm going to cut through these segments really quickly, just highlights, don't worry. It's not, you're going to have to watch me run through every area twice. Because I'm a Sunbro, that's what I do. But do you guys want me to stay a Sunbro? Tell me in the comment section below. Cast your vote. What covenant do you want me to join? Pick a covenant, and as soon as possible, I'll make my way down there, join that covenant, and in every new area I get into, I will do something covenant-y. Like as a Sunbro, I will jolly cooperation and help somebody. If you want me to be in the fucking princess's guard, I'll get the AoE heal miracles and go just heal bot someone. I'll summon into someone's world and do nothing but spam miracles and heal them and throw lightning and stuff. If you want me to be a blade of the dark moon, I will strike down sinners in each zone I join. If you want me to be a Gravelord's servant, my sign shall mark the path in every zone, and we can loll as I just get souls in humanity from some poor sap that's probably screaming, "What the fuck is going on?" while being mauled by 6 big red skeleton dogs. If you want me to be a dick wraith, please unsubscribe and go fuck yourself, because I am not gonna be a dick wraith. But anything else, I'll think of something to do with it. Although obviously Forest Hunter's Covenant kind of only applies to one area, so you probably shouldn't pick that. But even Way of the Wider Princess's Guard, I'll think of some way to make something fun out of it. So pick a covenant, most votes by the time I decide to sit down and record the next slew of Dark Souls, I'll go join that covenant. Onward. I don't really know why I'm going this way. I'm just kind of picking stuff up at this point. Picking up the bounty that lays around Firelink Shrine. I swear there was something right here. I'm not in the corner I think I'm in. Yeah, I need to be up a level. But first, let's just go clear out this poop hole. What's up, Jets? Oh! Wow, okay, I can one-hit them. I didn't really expect to one-hit them. No, it's crap I don't want. Yeah, crap. Stand up, buddy. God. Oh, Divine Claymore, I love you so. This. I feel like what you're seeing right now is pretty much going to be a summary of the entire playthrough. Enemies! No enemies! You wanna fight, bro? You wanna fight me? You wanna fight, Fatty Lumpkin? You want some of this? Wrong answer! Oh, buddy. Stand back up. There's more where that came from. You're dead. You've died with honor. I don't even have a katana, but I feel the need to keep that joke going for some reason. Give me this. Scimitar I don't want. Yay, another Zweihander. on the subject, Fatty Lumpkin has a large assortment of ridiculous weaponry that is a mix of leveled up and not leveled up at all. Just random shit I've been playing with. So, I'm gonna juggle around between his weapons right now. Obviously, right now, being a paladin of greatness, Fatty Lumpkin wields the Divine Claymore +10 in his holy crusade to rid the land of undead and dick wraiths alike. But if you want to see something else, just throw it in the comments. Every time I load up to do a bit of gameplay for a video, I'll just switch out to whatever weapon people wanted to see. Or for me to pick up a weapon, pick one. Just make sure it's big and worthy of Fatty Lumpkin's manliness. Apparently you can't have 2 binoculars. Alright. I didn't want to dual-wield binoculars anyway. Fine. Just crush my hopes and dreams, Dark Souls. Just crush my hopes and fucking dreams. Would you like to stand up so I can slaughter you senseless? Oh, wow. Even just the regular heavy attack threw him down the hill. No shins! No shins for you! On that subject, while playing through this season of Dark Souls, I'm not just going to sit down and play the whole game like I did for the first season. I'm going to keep this not too far ahead. I'm not going to sit down and play more than 3 or 4 episodes worth at a time. And once I have a recording, I'm not going to sit down to record more until I've used up everything I've got. So, you guys will actually be able to interact with this playthrough. You'll be able to make requests like the weapons and the covenants. You guys will be able to ask me questions about certain areas. If you want something explained or you want to make sure a certain lore moment shows up, just let me know. I will make it happen.
Because I am kind.
There you go, Shenmue36. I did it. I absolutely did not need 2 hits on that guy. Ugh, believe it or not, Fatty Lumpkins could somehow jump and somehow walk along this ledge, even though neither of those 2 actions make any logical sense at all. And to anyone curious, the reason that Fatty Lumpkin is not wearing the sack, if you know much about Dark Souls, you probably already know where this is going. That thing he has on his head right now, that is the Mask of the Father. The Mask of the Father does the critical job of increasing Fatty Lumpkin's equipment load, which is incredibly important because this shit's really heavy. And if I don't have that on, Fatty Lumpkin pretty much walks like this permanently. And unless you want to see me stride menacingly through the entire game, which I know some of you, either trolling or legitimately thinking you would want to see that, may say I should do, I don't think you understand exactly how apocalyptically boring that's going to be. That's going to get old really fast, watching me waddle at a quarter mile an hour through everything. Because since I know what's up, there's not going to be much cutting in this game. I'm not going to slice hardly anything out of this. You are basically going to see an unedited run of New Game Plus. I will basically cut out corpse runs and just walk through boring-ass areas like I just did, but not much. Which also means I am faced with the task of making every second of this rat slaughter exciting. And I can do this. Because I am a very large man, and all I have to do really is walk around with silly tuba music playing in the background, and this video is entertaining. My job is basically done for me. Sir, would you like to be stabbed? Ooh, good effort. No, don't even jump. Ooh, wow, oh! Oh! Thinks he can survive a hit! Look at this little bitch! No, sit down. Even though this loot is useless, I'm gonna pick it up anyway, because pro tip, 400 souls are completely fucking meaningless to me. Oh wow, nice like lungy hit there. How about an 895 backstab? Would you like that? I bet you would. Watch these pitiful souls try to gangbang me. Nay, I say! I know for anyone who's worrying, I am not gonna spam Wrath of Gods if I get invaded. That's not how I roll. Because that shit's stupid. Nobody likes Wrath of God spammers. I don't even think Wrath of God spammers like themselves. They probably just hate every second of their own existence and wish they could just die a peaceful death. But they can't because there are Wrath of God spammers. And they would probably fail at seppuku because they can't do anything right other than spam Wrath of Gods. So no, not gonna do that. I will, however, throw gratuitous amounts of lightning spears at people for like no fucking reason. And if someone wants to engage in a fat off, I will Iron Flesh up and we will do fucking battle. Get out of here, Hellkite! No one asked for your opinion. Take care of this, gentleman. Sir, what do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Stop it. Don't even pull out a sword. No. No, I said no. No Estus either. Fuck you. Sit down. Now, downside to this ridiculously large shield is that it's incapable of parrying. Which isn't a huge problem, because... Ooh, wow, he can survive that one. I'm proud of you, spear guy. Didn't survive that, though. I can break their block by usually by hitting them with their shield, and then I guess hitting them once breaks their block. Whacking them with the shield is enough to do it in New Game. Now, although this playthrough isn't blind, so some of the magic is going to be gone, obviously, this is my first time doing New Game Plus. I have not been through New Game Plus before. We're not even going to have... No, you know what, actually? You know what? I killed you last game. So I'm gonna make it up to you, random little undead merchant guy.
You seem to have your wits about.
This poor man just trying to make a living in these harsh times in Lordran. Here. I would like to purchase this residence key, this repair box that I already have. And then if you could go ahead and sell me... I'll take some of these. Just give me a couple. Lloyd's talismans I'm never gonna throw. There you go, sir.
Thank you kindly.
You are very welcome. I still hate your laugh. But you are very welcome, and may you have a good afternoon. Now let's go back to murdering things. Now, those of you who don't know Dark Souls, I want to point something out. I don't know if you just saw it. Hopefully these guys will do it again, but watch the damage numbers of these guys. 524 and 374. The guy on the left was counterattacked. What that means is that I landed a hit while he was still in the frames of his own attack or recoil animation. And you do a retarded amount of increased bonus damage against people that are currently mid-animation. So anytime you can make that happen, make someone recoil off your shield, and then land the hit, you do massive amounts of damage. It is a very important thing in both PvE and PvP, because it's the people wrecking skill. Obviously, since I can't parry, I'm going to be taking gratuitous advantage of counterattacking. See, you're learning. You're learning lots of things right now. Don't you just feel enlightened? Ha! We grab this wooden shield, head up to the bonfire, and that's going to be the somewhat more informative episode 1 of Derp Souls Season 2, or should I say Herp Souls, because I guess it's now Herp Souls and my brain is never going to accept that. But look at where we're at right now. The Undead Burg first bonfire, with me having grabbed pretty much everything between the start of the game and here. Where the fuck were we at the end of episode 1 of Derp Souls? Can I have your shield?
Why?
Halfway through the Undead Asylum. So don't worry, this is going to be a lot more concise, a lot less being an idiot and being lost, but just as much hilarity, so do not worry, gentlemen. This is Squiddish. Good day.